then, now, forever. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are live here tonight, here in Dallas, Texas, the home of WrestleMania. WrestleMania was hosted 2 years ago by Dallas, Texas, and now we are back here for Monday Night Raw, and we're going to be cooking here tonight because tonight we will have Money in the Bank qualifying matches that will be starting here tonight here on Monday Night Raw. We are premiering here on our official YouTube channel, but we're not going to wait any longer because let's get the show started. And you hear that ovation for the Women's World Champion, Rhea Rhipley. Rhea Rhipley to come out here as she will address of what's at stake, because now she knows that Carlita is on the hunt. Mommy is now in your city.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Women's World Champion, Rhea Rhipley.
Rhea Rhipley is coming out because she wants to call out the winner of the Women's 2026 Royal Rumble, Carlita Cortes, face to face, because she wants to see where is the mind of Carlita here tonight, and can she get an answer out of her tonight? I mean, we're gonna see. Carlita still have to see the Women's Champion on SmackDown as well before she can make a decision. But Rhea Ripley is not waiting around. Rhea's been Women's World Champion since SummerSlam, taking that championship from Charlotte Flair. And she has been dominating since, as she is looking forward to WrestleMania season. Who will get that opportunity?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Rhea. So we all saw the Royal Rumble, and we now know who's next in line for a major women's championship match at WrestleMania. Yes, you guessed it, Carlita Cortes. And now she has a big decision to make regarding who she will challenge. Will it be me, your Women's World Champion, or the DWC Women's Championship over on SmackDown? To be honest, it doesn't really matter who she chooses. But let me be clear to her. She's never challenged me before, nor never seen anything like me before. So if Carlita decides to face me, I just hope she realizes that once she steps into the ring with me, the games are over and the action starts. This Women's World Championships means the world, and it's not going anywhere for a very long time. I've earned my way all the way to the top of this game, just like she did over 20 years ago, and she's still going strong. But sooner than later, that tree will break, and that legacy you're holding on to won't even matter after I'm done with you. So choose very carefully before you make that one last final decision. So tonight, Dallas, Texas, Carlita is here. And I know tonight she might not make her choice just yet, but I want to look her straight into the eyes and let her know what's to come if this is the path she chooses next. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome future Hall of Famer and 18-time women's champion and one of the best to ever do this thing, please, Carlita Cortes. Carlita, first let me start by saying welcome back and thanks for coming to my show to see me.
Dallas, Texas, what's going on? How's everyone doing tonight? I'm so glad to be back and better and stronger, plus after winning the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match, which now I have to first crack at any Women's World Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. Start by saying that I'm no stranger to the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania. I've walked into many of them over the past 20 years, like you said, Rhea. My start was SmackDown versus Raw 2007, and yes, baby, I'm still here kicking ass and taking names. But Rhea, you was right about something. I've never faced you before. So that's very interesting to keep in mind that I've told you someday we might be seeing each other someday, and maybe this could be it. But first, I have to visit back home to SmackDown and talk to the women's champion. And afterwards, my mind should be clear on who I want at WrestleMania.
Well, Carlita, if you do choose me, I'm looking forward to it. And you know I don't back down to any challenge. So when you're ready, Carlita, you know where to find me.
Rhea, my last words to you is that don't underestimate me. I might be small compared to you, but I'm still the baddest bitch in the game. And, oh, what was that? 100% Stratisfaction, baby.
Well, you heard it right there. Carlita did not make a decision, but she still kept the Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley on notice right here tonight. Before our main event, we will be having the return of Braun Breaker as he will be taking on LA Knight. That is our main event here tonight. Qualifying match. Who will get that opportunity to go to Perth, Australia? But the show continues, and now this is our first qualifying match here tonight.
The following is a women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Introducing first from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
Raw rolls on next. Roxanne versus Bayley. Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Raw continues next. Live. Roxanne is in the ring as now she awaits her opponent. As Bayley and Roxanne ready to throw down here in this Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Can Bayley get it done or can Roxanne do it? Who will be going on to Perth, Australia to get that first shot, to get that first spot in that Chamber qualifying match here tonight? Bayley is constantly proving herself, and Bayley does not back down from anybody. Bayley has been in the game for a long time. She's been in it for a while, so Bayley knows what she gotta get done to get it done. She also faced Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship last year at Bash in Berlin. So, could Bayley get this thing done? Win this match here tonight, go on to Elimination Chamber Perth, win the whole thing, and then could she get Rhea Ripley if Carlita don't choose her? We're about to see right now. This match is officially underway as you see Bayley takes the first strike straight to Roxanne Perez. Bayley trying to make work of her right there, and look at Bayley. And now Roxanne and Bayley fights off her again right there. And look at Bayley. Bayley got that submission hold locked in right there to Roxanne. She got her locked in. And look at Roxanne. Roxanne fight her off right there. And now look at her just taking the punches right to Roxanne. And now she's going for a no right there. And you see the surprise on Bayley's face as Bayley thought she had it right there. And she just tosses Roxanne outside of the ring right there. Roxy goes straight over. And now both women are outside of the ring here. They gotta get back inside. Bayley is not taking any punches here tonight, and it seems like so is not Roxanne. As Roxanne counters it right there from Bayley, but Bayley looked like she came back on her right here, and she drops her down with a backbreaker right to the mat. But Roxanne jumps back on Bayley. You see her just taking the punches right to Bayley. Bayley gotta stay strong here tonight and get this win here tonight if she wants to go to Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. Roxanne is trying to submit her name here in the books here on Monday Night Raw, and she hits it right there, the pop rocks. Can she do it? Can she pull it away early? And no, that was a near fall. Roxanne tried to hit the pop rocks on Bayley and take it home early, but it wasn't enough for Bayley. But Roxanne with a moonsault. And Bayley stays alive here in this thing. And now both these women back on the outside of the ring here. Oh, and look at Roxanne working on the leg of Bayley here, trying to add insult to injury here. But now she's tossing Bayley back inside the ring here. And now she's going up top. Roxanne is up top here. What does she has in mind over Bayley? And she comes down right there with the meteor. The double knees right there to Bayley. And Roxanne with another meteor. Roxanne is just taking it straight to Bayley from angle to angle, coast to coast. But Roxanne is staying on Bayley as quick as possible, as she knows that she can't let her slip one moment, because Roxanne got to stay in control. But that right there is where you get too greedy in the moment, and things like this happens as Bayley puts her in that submission hold right there. Roxanne gets her way out right there. Oh, and Roxanne with the Luthez press, taking down Bayley right there. And now a kick right to the back. And Roxanne just working on the neck right there of Bayley. Roxanne Perez, one-on-one Elimination Chamber qualifying match as Raw continues next here on YouTube. And we are continuing with this fiery match here between these two young ladies, as Bayley and Roxanne Perez has been going back and forth at it, as we are back here live here premiering on YouTube, as this is the first Elimination Chamber qualifying match of the season. Who will get it done and take it to Perth? Roxanne has been the MVP so far, but Bayley has been staying strong as much as possible in this match. And look at her right there, just working on her. And now look at Bayley. Bayley just trying to wipe the face of Roxanne into the mat. Bayley is fully in control of this match right now. And now look at Bayley. What is she trying to do here? And look at her. Bayley working on the arm right there of Roxanne. Roxanne got to keep her momentum going. She's got to keep it going here. And she does exactly that as Roxanne takes back in control and she hits another Luthez press, taking down Bayley. And now Roxanne is going in for that cover there. Could she get it in? No. Bayley kicks out, leaving Bayley still down, but Bayley survives that pinfall right there as she is still in this thing. Roxanne working back on the leg of Bayley. We saw that earlier in this match. And Bayley right there with a jawbreaker right there to Roxanne as she takes back control. And what does Bayley? And Bayley comes down with the double knees right there, right from the corner. Oh, and a drop kick right there from Roxanne. And now Bayley back in control. She's taking control again. And now she just tossed Bayley outside the ring. And now Roxanne trying to gloat to the crowd here as Bayley quickly gets back to her feet. And now she's stepping back inside the ring. Bayley knows she don't want to lose this by a via countout. She want to get the win the right way. And Roxanne right there trying to work on the legs again of Bayley. But Bayley saw the fault out of that right there. And Bayley right there just clotheslining Roxanne Perez outside of the ring. And now she just splashed her right there, right from the top of the rope. Roxanne just laid out here, stretched out. Roxanne got to get back to her feet, but Bayley meets her out here as Bayley rolls back on the outside to retrieve her. Oh, and Bayley right there, dropping down Roxanne on the back of her head. And now look at her just taking the punch, just taking it right there. And a belly to Bayley! A belly to Bayley right there from Bayley right to the outside, right here on the hard floor. But she throws Roxanne back inside, and she hits a smart move. Could this do it right here? And no, Roxanne is still in this thing right now. And Bayley gets taken down right there with a sit-out face buster. But what does Roxanne have in mind? Roxanne comes in with another pop rocks. Could this do it here? 2, and no, Bayley survives. Look at the frustration on the face of Perez. And now look at her slide under the ring right there. And knocked off right there from Roxanne. And now she's she's showboating about it. Bayley's got to get back to her feet here. But Roxanne goes on the outside to grab Bayley here. And now what does Bayley have in mind here? Bayley just tossing Roxanne right there into the steps, right into those steel steps right there. And now she's tossed Rox back inside Roxanne back inside the ring here. Oh, and Bailey. Oh, and Bailey. Bailey hits it right there. Could she do it? Could she be going to the chamber? And Bailey does it. Bailey gets the surprise victory here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw. Congratulations to Bailey, as she has now punched her ticket to the Elimination Chamber. Here is your winner, and will qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber, Bailey! Congratulations to Bailey, as Bailey did the thing once again, as she has qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. She is the first competitor to compete in that match so far, as we still have more Elimination Chamber qualifying matches here tonight. We have 2 for the men and 1 for the women. One more for the women later on tonight, as Stephanie Van Keur will face Asuka later on tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here in beautiful downtown Dallas, Texas. This is the home of WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we emanated WrestleMania 10 from inside the AT&T Stadium. Always great to come back to Dallas.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Hey Jackie, so McIntyre already knows I'm coming for that ass very soon, and he knows when I get my hands on him, I'm taking that World Heavyweight Championship from him. So Drew, keep it warm for me, because soon, very soon, that championship will be coming to the phenomenal AJ Styles. Also, right now, your ass is hot. You got Seth Rollins on you and me, so let's not lose the focus on who really matters right now, because Seth Rollins might be lurking in the shadows for a championship match at WrestleMania, but first he's got to go through me to do so.
All right, Styles, thank you for your time. Let's head back to ringside.
And here comes Dirty Dom, as we are ready for our first Men's Elimination Chamber qualifying matches right now, as Dirty Dom is getting ready to take on Penta in this high crazy stakes match. Who will emanate victorious?
The following is an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic Mysterio and Penta, as they go one-on-one Elimination Chamber qualifying match. That will come up next as Raw continues here on YouTube. And we are back live here on Monday Night Raw as Elimination Chamber will emanate to us live as we are quickly approaching the Elimination Chamber for the first time ever as we see Elimination Chamber live from Perth, Australia. That will be coming to us from Saturday, February 28th, premiering here on the official YouTube channel. As Dominic Mysterio is now ready for his one-on-one match here tonight as he is about to step up against Penta as one of these men will be going on to the Elimination Chamber to earn the very first spot. Not only that, we also know that our main event as we got Braun Breaker, he will go one-on-one with the one and the only LA Knight. And you hear that ovation for Penta as Penta is ready for his first Elimination Chamber opportunity here tonight here in Dallas, Texas. Penta is one of the greatest luchador wrestlers we have ever seen, and he has definitely spiced up the heat as since ever joining DWC. Penta has been on fire, and he has never lost not one match since he's been here, as Penta has been on a roll, and his roll can continue here tonight if he can get that opportunity here to beat Dirty Dom and go on to Elimination Chamber. And here we go, as you see both these men go straight into action to one another. Both these men coming out of the luchador faction of wrestling, as Rey Mysterio is the father of Dirty Dominic Mysterio, one of the greatest luchador wrestlers of all time. But now, Dirty Dom is now in the scene as Dirty Dom and Penta gets one-on-one in this opportunity here tonight. But look at Dirty Dom right there with a springboard drop kick right there to Penta. As you see Penta as he countered it with a corkscrew. And Penta right there with a standing hurricanrana taken down. Both men are locked up right here. Both men are locking up. Who would get that grapple? But look at Penta. Look at Penta. He's got to show this kid what it's all about here. Oh, look at Dom. Look at Dom. Come on now. Damn it. Dirty Dom is just down there, just shoving his foot right into the chest of Penta. Dom missed that move wildly right there, but Penta ain't missed that kick to the side of the head of Dirty Dom. And once again, Penta got him in the low hole right there. Got him in the hole right there. Oh, and you see it right there. He's showing Dominic what it's all about. And Penta tried to go for a springboard cross body, but he missed that as he was so out of line right there. But then he's bringing Dirty Dom back to his feet here. Oh. And Mysterio trying to fight out. He's trying to fight out here. Oh, an Irish whip takedown An Irish whip takedown to Penta. Dom's got to stay on him like this. Dom has got to keep his ground here. Now you see him. But Penta got him up, and Penta. Oh! And he brings him down right there. And a springboard leg drop right there. Raw continues live here on YouTube. And we're back live here on YouTube as Penta and Dirty Dominic Mysterio competes one-on-one in this Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Who will get the victory here tonight to go on to Perth, Australia? Both of these men are locked up right here. And Dirty Dom. Dom's got the hold in. He's got that hold in right there, and he drops down Dirty Dom right there, right on his back. And now he's bringing him back to his feet here. Oh, and Dominic reversed that right there. Dominic reversed it. Uh-oh. Oh. And now look at it here. Both of them locked up once again. We've seen this about 3 times so far throughout this match, but this time the roles are reversed as Dominic shows him what it's about here, and Dominic takes the cheap shot. Oh, and a kick right there. And now Mysterio is bringing Penta back to his feet right there. And he, look. And he's got a hold on him. He's got him right there, working on the, it look like he's just stumping on the hand. And now he's doing it again. This is why he plays dirty. And he's going for it yet again. He's trying to kill the arm of Penta here. Jesus Christ. And Penta right there with a standing moonsault. And now what is Penta going for? And now Penta's got him up here. He's got him up. And he drops him down right there. And he's going in for a cover here. And no, Dom survives. And look at it, he fighting out here as Dominic right there fights out of Penta. Oh, and Dom keep missing his cues there. But Penta right there as he takes him down with that spinning neck breaker. And he comes down once again. Penta is just flying all over the place here. Oh, Jesus Christ. And now Penta, with us, Penta got in mind, and he got him. And Penta hits it. Could this be the fate of Mysterio? And it is. Penta has earned the spot in the men's Elimination Chamber match. Congratulations to Penta as he stands tall in victory here tonight.
Chamber, Penta!
Congratulations to Penta!
Hey dude, I'm so proud of you. You did it tonight, you're going to the chamber. How are you feeling?
Dude, I feel amazing after that big W now. It's your time to shine. Next week, you gotta win this, dude, so we both can make it to chamber, okay? You got this.
Yes. Yes, I got this, Bailey. I know I do. Will you please be in my corner next week?
Listen, dude, no disrespect, but the same way I did it without you, I need you to do the same. Like I said, you got this, okay? Just go out there and be you, okay? Don't worry.
You know what, you're right, I got this. Thanks, Bailey, for being my friend. I got to go and get ready for this match next week, okay?
All right, dude, and good luck.
Well, still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen, our main event as Braun Breaker, the Dollhouse, will be taking on LA Knight. That is our main event. That is still to come here later tonight. You don't want to miss this match. Who will qualify for that first opportunity?
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, the 2026 Men's Royal Rumble winner, Seth freaking Rollins. Seth, you made your big return at the Royal Rumble in Tampa. How are you feeling after surviving the finals against Randy Orton? And now you'll punch your ticket to WrestleMania Philly. But the real question is, when will you decide who you will challenge at WrestleMania?
Jackie. When that time comes, you will know. That's because Seth freaking Rollins is back, baby. And now I can set my sights on who I want to challenge. Either it's undisputed DWC champion Roman Reigns or the World Heavyweight champion, my old friend Drew McIntyre. I've been there and done that so we could rule him out. But I won't, because I still feel I have some unfinished beef with him. And Roman Reigns definitely has something I haven't had in a long time, and that's that undisputed DWC championship. So, yes, it could be either one of these gentlemen, but I want to make sure when I make that call, I want to make sure it's the right one. See you around, Jackie.
All right, thank you, Seth. Gentlemen, back to you.
Seth Rollins seems like he's still making a decision whether what he wants to do. But now it's time to move on because it's now time for another Elimination Chamber qualifying match as Stephanie Vecchio versus Asuka.
The following is a women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Kairi Sane, representing the Kabuki Warriors. From Osaka, Japan, Asuka!
Asuka is definitely no stranger to these type of matches. Asuka been around for quite some time. Asuka been with the DWC for almost 10 years now. So Asuka's seen it and done it all. But tonight, she could have that opportunity again here tonight, as she has the opportunity of a lifetime to get into this match here tonight. But first, she has to go through DWC's youngest and next biggest star. That is Stephanie Vecchio, who we saw emerge on the scene last year, and she has not stopped since. She was one of the greatest free agents, and DWC was ready to go. And she's now here, and she's ready to make history here in DWC.
And her opponent from San Fernando, Chile, Stephanie Vecchio.
This will be a very, very interesting match. A Chile-born professional wrestler going up against a Japanese-born wrestler, Asuka, as these two worlds collides in one of another, as both of these women have their own flavor and style of wrestling in their blood. So them two bringing it together can make some serious magic. And we just might see that right now in this Elimination Chamber qualifying match between these two young ladies. But now, Asuka, Stephanie Vecchio, one-on-one, who will get this opportunity? The referee sounds the bell, and here we go, as Stephanie Vecchio goes in with the quickness to Asuka. Asuka comes down with that drop kick from the ropes right there. And Stephanie Vecchio with a corkscrew taking down Asuka. Stephanie has been so quick. She's been moving on her so far, not letting anything stop her here. Stephanie Vecchio says she's definitely ready for the next level, but can she live up to the obligation? But this could be her opportunity to get the moment that she needs here tonight. And look at Asuka. Asuka right there just working on, just kicking Steph right there all up into the abdomen. And now Steph jumps back into the ring here. Both of these women locking up here. Both of them locked up. What she's trying to do here. What is she trying to do here? Asuka got her locked in the hole here. Asuka still holding that. She's still holding it. Asuka will not let that go, but she did right now. Asuka held that arm bar in as long as she could. They're trying to snap the arm right off of Stephanie Vecchio here tonight. Asuka's up top, She's in the air, and Asuka misses it right there. Stephanie leaves nobody home as she reversed that right there from Asuka. And look at Asuka right there. But Steph is still on her right there. She still keeps on track with her there. And now she's working on her here. Working on her right there. Oh, and a kick right there. Right to the face of Stephanie. And now Asuka's going in for the cover. And no, that was a near fall. It wasn't enough right there to put her away. And Steph is just gradually getting back to her feet here as Asuka right there. And Asuka come down with a running bulldog to Stephanie. And now Asuka got it locked in. She's got it locked in. Could she get it here? Can she get the victory? And now she's holding on right there as she's got her locked in. And now she's bringing Asuka back to her feet. And an eat defeat right there. An eat defeat takedown by Stephanie. Asuka tasted all that foot right there. And now what is Kari right there with the distraction to Stephanie. Steph, you gotta keep your eyes on the moment right here. Asuka, she's your target. But Kari did exactly what she came to do and be there for, is to help the distraction for Asuka. Former women's tag team champions. And now look at Asuka. Asuka right there losing her grip, losing her control right there from Stephanie. And Stephanie is holding her ground. She's holding her ground right here against Asuka. And Asuka right there. Uh-oh. And Asuka hits it right there. She hits it right there to Stephanie. And now Asuka look like she's setting her up. She's trying to put this match away. And she does. Here she get it. She has the lock in right there to Stephanie. Will Stephanie tap out here? Could she fade away? But no, she countered it right there. And now she's dragging Asuka right there to that corner. And she does it. Oh, and another corkscrew right there to Asuka. But now this time Stephanie looked like she's ready to do it. And she got her. And hits it right there. Could this be the victory? And Stephanie does it. Stephanie Vecchia is now going to the Elimination Chamber.
Here's your winner! It has qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber, Stephanie Vecchia!
Congratulations to Stephanie Vecchia on her huge victory here tonight as she qualifies for for the Women's Elimination Chamber match, joining Roxanne Perez.
Rhea, tonight you came face to face with one of the greats here, Carlita Cortes. What's going through your mind after that tense conversation?
I mean, Carlita has seen my work, so she knows what I'm capable of. And with that being said, if she wants to challenge me at WrestleMania, bring that 20 years of experience with her. Because if not, she will fall hard right where she stands. Because I will be the demon of her dreams and make her fall just like the rest of them.
Thank you, Rhea, for your time.
Carlita still making her decision on who she's gonna choose for WrestleMania. But now moving on for still to come tonight, the main event, Braun Breaker, LA Knight 1-on-1 quarterfinal match here tonight for the Elimination Chamber. But ladies and gentlemen, please make sure this is the moment that we want to take the time to say thank you for joining us here on our official YouTube channel. If you are a fan of DWC, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to us here on YouTube. It's not going to take much to show us some love and show us some support as we want to keep continuing to kick out this type of product and this type of content to you guys, because this is the moment right here as we are approaching a new era. Speaking of new eras, the new era is going to start with the new OG. And there he is, the young OG, Javon Evans, is on Monday Night Raw.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in 180 pounds, the young OG, Javon Evans.
Evans in action next here on Monday Night Raw. And we're back here on Monday Night Raw as Grayson Waller, the Australian Aussie, as he goes one-on-one with the young OG, Javon Evans, here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw. This is going to be one interesting match to see here tonight as the young OG Javon Evans is ready for action. This is what he's been waiting for. And now this is his time right here to shine here on Monday Night Raw. Javon Evans a couple of weeks ago as he answered the Intercontinental Championship challenge from Gunther. But now he is officially a part of Monday Night Raw, and we are so proud to have the young OG here just at 21 years of age here on Monday Night Raw. And he said he vowed to be one of the youngest world champions here in DWC. But Grayson Waller right there just taking control right there at Javon Evans. Javon got to stay and approach here tonight. You look at him right here, just holding on to him right there. And Javon right there with a springboard hurricanrana. That's what I'm talking about, that athleticism and that agility right there from the young OG. And now he's going up top. He's going to the sky. And he comes down with an arm drag right there. Javon is just flying all over the place. This is what he does as he tried to go for that cover, but it just wasn't enough to put away Grayson Waller here. And now look at him trying to work on the arm. And Javon, but Javon missed it right there as Grayson Waller left nobody home for that mission right there that Javon Evans was about to put on Waller. And Grayson right there stomping on the arm right there. And look at him now working on the leg, just working on the leg right there. Grayson Waller, a former tag team champion from over on SmackDown with his former tag team partner Austin Theory, as they are no longer 8-Town Down Under. But they will continue to be friends, but that tag team partnership is no longer, as Grayson Waller is trying to make a name for himself on the outside of the road. And you see him right there with that roll-up pin, and that wasn't not enough right there. And he hits it. Grayson Waller, get it. Could he get it? Can he put away Javon? And no! Javon stays alive in this thing here. Oh, and he hits it right there. Could this be the moment? Could this be it right there to put the young OG down? And nope. He's still in, and he holds on till his fate right there. And now Grayson Waller is in control as he's lose control right there. Grayson Waller was in trouble right there in the standing uppercut right there from Evans. 2, and no. Grayson Waller still in it as Javon Evans hitting with a standing uppercut. Javon is so athletic. He continues to prove to us each and every time why he is of who he is. And Javon comes down right there. And now look at him right there. And Javon trying to hit scene right there. Oh, and no, that was a near fall right there as he tried to get him as quickly as possible. And Javon just kicked the head off right there of Grayson Waller. And now he's going up top. He's up top here. He's setting Grayson Waller up here. And he comes down right there. And another kick. But Waller takes control. He takes control right there of Javon. Both these gentlemen is matching each other's energy here as they both shows out in each and every time they gets in that ring. And this is what they're both doing right now. As Grayson Waller trying his best to stay up with the young OG. But he now is getting him in a position here. And look, he's getting it. Javon is getting fired up here. Javon. And he sweeps him right off his feet right there. And the young OG is ready. What he's ready to do. And he hits it. The uppercut from the top of the rope. 2, 3. Javon Evans stands tall here in a major victory here on Monday Night Raw. Congratulations to Javon Evans. That was one epic and one hell of a match that both these men just gave us right now. As Javon Evans stands tall, we want to still give our props to Grayson Waller for that great cinematic performance here tonight. But Javon Evans was the man as he stands tall here tonight.
Carlita, thank you for being here tonight. I hope you are making a wise decision on who you will challenge at WrestleMania, and wish you the best.
Thank you for having me. And yes, I always love coming back to Monday Night Raw and seeing some of my old friends. But this time means business. And I have such a huge decision to make, and when the time is right, everyone will know.
Yes, we will, Carlita. All right, I'll be seeing you soon, hopefully around again.
Only time will tell.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you're looking at right now. It's the Optus Stadium. This will be the home of the 2026 Elimination Chamber. This is the site we will see on Saturday the 28th, as we will emanate from inside the Optus Stadium for the Elimination Chamber. But still to come tonight, speaking of Elimination Chamber, as we got a qualifying main event, huge main event here tonight, as the Dog Bronc Breaker will go one-on-one with LA Knight. That is our main event here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw. Who will take the home? Who will take the victory here tonight? Will it be Bronc Breaker or LA Knight? We're gonna see. But Raw continues, and here comes the man, Becky Lynch. The show just keep going and going.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man, Becky Lynch.
We definitely been seeing some growing frustrations from Becky Lynch, because she feel like she's not giving, she has not been being given what she feel like she deserves. But Becky, you have to enter things the same way everybody else has to enter these things. But in her mind, she registers to think that it doesn't work that way because who she is, and she's big time Bex. But she has to qualify the same way. So next week, we do know that Lyra Valkyria will take on Becky Lynch next week in the second women's qualifying match.
Next week is finally my time. My time. Because I get to qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. First of all, I shouldn't even need to be qualifying for anything. I am the greatest women's wrestler ever. And it's not just me saying, everyone's saying it. And now I have to wrestle a B+ wrestler to get into a match I should just be already given. This is crazy. I don't understand what's going on around here anymore. I've made some of these women I should have won the Women's Royal Rumble match. But you know what happened? I got screwed. And now I have to start again from the finish line. The man does not have to keep playing games here.
Oh, here comes Lyra. Lyra Valkyria, I guess, says she has heard enough. But I guess she wants some words for Becky Lynch when these two will meet next week in Memphis, Tennessee. Lyra is just, I guess she's just so tired of hearing Becky always keep saying what she deserves instead of trying to earn it.
Listen, Becky, all you do is run your mouth, okay? And next week, I feel like it's time for someone to finally shut you up once and for all. Yay, yay, and when I beat you to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match, I'ma laugh right in your face as your WrestleMania dreams will fall apart.
Listen, rookie, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but next week I will show you who I'm really is when I manhandle your ass next week. Because you obviously do not have the tools to beat me, okay? So, next week, you and me one-on-one, and we will see who's the better women. Welcome to the big time, bitch.
Well, we heard from the both of these women. They are ready for next week, and they're ready to take the house down. Who will emerge victorious next week? Will it be Lyra Valkyria or the man, Becky Lynch? Who will get that opportunity next week to challenge for that opportunity to go into the Women's Elimination Chamber match? Elimination Chamber is getting hot. You feel the heat. You feel it be intensified as everyone is getting dolled up. Everyone is getting fired up because everyone wants to be in that Elimination Chamber. And not on top of that, it is WrestleMania season. So everyone is trying to find their way and their footing going into WrestleMania. Well, here comes the World Heavyweight Champion. Look like he's on his way to the ring. And yes, he is. Drew McIntyre is about to join us out here ringside. Drew McIntyre definitely heard the words of Seth Rollins earlier here tonight. But Drew McIntyre has his own pitch of words of what he has to say to Seth Rollins, as these two could potentially renew their rivalry from SummerSlam and from 2 years ago. But only if Seth Rollins chooses Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is never the one to back down from a fight, as he is a two-time World Heavyweight Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your World Heavyweight Champion, Drew McIntyre.
Seth Rollins has a decision to make, and he's got to make it very soon.
So earlier tonight, I heard Seth Rollins has some words for not only Roman Reigns, but for me also. So Seth, let me refresh your memory again. Remember about 2 years ago, me and you competed in the same match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Guess who came out with the victory, Seth? Me, as you laid there, sobbing because I beat the brakes off of you. And now here we are again, and now you are the 2026 Royal Rumble winner. And we all knows how this goes. You got to choose either me or Roman Reigns. And you also stated that you might consider me because we have some unfinished beef to take care of. Personally, I've closed the chapter on you, Seth. This thing has been going on for far too long between me and you. Then I regained my baby back last year in Cleveland at SummerSlam. And where do you go? To stay home and play house dad until your husband said it was time to go back to work. Now, Seth, if this is a fight you want, then so be it. I'm open to getting this done once and for all. And if you choose me at WrestleMania, best believe it will be your last.
Wait, whoa! What the hell? What the hell does Bronson Reed got? What business does he have out here? He's attacking the world champion. Can we get some help out here? Big Bronson Reed. We saw him return at the Royal Rumble, but he's up top. Oh my gosh. And Bronson Reed comes down and just drops all his weight down on Drew McIntyre. He just attacked our world champion. Bronson, oh my God, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm so tongue-tied, I don't even know how I can express this right now. Bronson Reed just came out here and laid the world champion out flat. What the hell? Oh my God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, going into next week, ladies and gentlemen, as we are emanating from Memphis, Tennessee. Next week, we'll take on Lyra Valkyria in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And we got Jey Uso one-on-one with CM Punk. That is gonna be one hell of an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Jey Uso and CM Punk. That will come to us live from Memphis, Tennessee. As you see in the beautiful sights of Memphis, as DWC will bring Memphis to Raw and Raw to Memphis. Just look at the beautiful sights, ladies and gentlemen. Home of former and WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler. But we are still here as we are in Dallas, Texas here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw, as we are about to approach our main event as Braun Breaker and LA Knight is ready to finish the show out here tonight. Who will take that final opportunity? Whoa, you guys heard that? That ovation right there for LA Knight.
The following is the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Introducing first from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 229 pounds, LA Knight.
LA Knight said this is his moment, and tonight he's going to win, and he's going to go on to the Elimination Chamber. And I love those words, but first, he's got to win this match here tonight, and it's not going to be easy because he got to go through the big dog. He's got to go through the doghouse. He's got to jump the fence, but you know you got to face him on, head on. And here he comes, the first match back of Braun Breaker since coming back in the Royal Rumble match.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in 250 pounds, Braun Breaker.
I'm still like baffled of the attack that we saw from Bronson Reed earlier. What the hell was that all about? Attacking the World Heavyweight Champion. I'm still trying to understand what business do he had with Drew McIntyre. But I guess he just made it his business. And I know that Drew McIntyre is not going to take that very lightly. He is not. So we definitely gotta see what's that gonna be all about. But right now, our main event. Braun Breaker is definitely breaking out as the future of this business. We have never seen this type of agility. We've never seen this type of intensity from someone like Braun Breaker, because once he get going, oh baby, he gets going. And as you see Braun Breaker starting off the match right here, and this is what I'm talking about, the fast, the quickness. This is why he calls himself the future, because this young man definitely does have some type of future in this business, but we don't know just what it is. But one day we will see it, because he is a future world champion. And look at Breaker, and Braun Breaker right there with a suplex backdrop right there to LA Knight. And Breaker's up top, and he comes down trying to go with a body splash, but LA Knight leaves nobody home for him right there. And now LA Knight, and he comes down, and he returns the favor right there tonight, leaving nobody home as LA Knight landed right on the back of his head. And he just holding him right there as he got to fight out. He's got to fight it. And now look at LA Knight right there. And now he's going in for a cover. 2. And nope, that was a near fall right there. LA Knight thought he had it. Tried to put Braun Breaker away with the quickness, but it wasn't enough. This man is too experienced. And now Breaker. Both of these men locked up right now. And you see that strength right there. You see the strength. Oh, and he just kicked him right there. Oh, and a shoulder tackle. Take it down, LA Knight. But Knight quickly recovered there. But Breaker still on him right here. Uh-oh. Oh, and LA Knight with a clothesline. A clothesline taking down Braun. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, and he comes down with a springboard drop kick, taking down Braun Breaker. The LA Knight is going up top. He's up top right there, and he comes down with a body splash, and he gets all of it this time. 2, and no, that was a near fall. And now look at Breaker. Breaker's in trouble right there as Breaker gets down right there as LA Knight drops him and just face plants him. Struggling to get back to the top. Uh-oh. What the hell does LA Knight have in mind? Oh, right there. That is the hardest part of the ring right there that you want to land on. And that's exactly what Braun Breaker did. And throwing him right there as he throws him back inside the ring here. And LA Knight right there with another springboard drop kick. And now look at him here. And LA, here he go. And he hits it right there. 2. No, that was a near fall. Thought he had it right there. Oh, he hit the BFT. He hit it right there. 1, 2. Oh, and no! He was so close right there. You can see LA Knight. You can see the frustration. He could smell it, almost tasted it right there. But it just wasn't enough as he hit that BFT right there to Braun Breaker. And now look at him right there, putting the knee on the neck right there. Uh-oh. And Breaker. Breaker's back on him. Oh, and a standing Carlita right there. You just see that tenacity right there. But Knight still stays in this thing here. And he's got him up in the double knees right there. He just lands the double knees right there to the abdomen of LA Knight. But he is setting him up. And he hits the spear. The spear right there just took the win out of LA Knight. And he goes for a cover. 2. And no, LA Knight survives. LA Knight could have almost been done for right there. But he stands his ground right there. And LA Knight with another springboard drop kick right there to Braun Breaker. And he brings him back to his feet here. Bringing Breaker back to his feet here. Whoa, this match will continue. LA Knight, Braun Breaker, 1-on-1. This match continue to roll on next. And Raw continues with this main event. This massive main event here tonight as Braun Breaker and LA Knight goes one-on-one. The winner of this match will qualify for the men's Elimination Chamber match in Perth, Australia. As LA Knight comes down with a splash right there to Braun Breaker from the top rope. We're still also trying to get our composure back from earlier of Bronson Reed attacking the World Heavyweight Champion Drew McIntyre after giving a statement on Seth Rollins. So now we're going to have to get a follow-up date on that as well going forward. All the qualifications in the match so far, we've seen Bayley qualify, and also we've seen Stephanie Vacure qualify for the women's side, For the men's, we got this match right now, and also we had Penta enter the first men's spot, and then the second will be one of these men here tonight. Look at LA Knight. LA Knight right there just dropping down Breaker. And no, that was a near fall right there. Oh, and look, going with the punch. Going with the punch right there. And now look at LA Knight. LA Knight comes down with a drop kick right there. 1, 2, and no, a near fall. And now he's going up. He's going up. Oh, and he comes down right there. And you hear that crowd right there, right behind LA Knight. But now what he has in mind for Breaker. Breaker got to keep in control. And he hits another BFT. Another BFT right there. And Breaker survives yet again. And now look at LA Knight. He just can't believe what just happened. You look at Knight. Look at LA Knight. Oh, and he hit him right there and drops him down. Got Breaker back inside, and now he's going up to the top here. And I guess Knight changed his mind on what he had his mindset on and drops Breaker down right there. And now he's trying to work on the leg right there to Breaker. And he kicked right there. A kick right to the face to Breaker. Just taking him out right there. But now Knight is going back up to the top. And now he's trying to set Breaker up for the moment. Breaker got to stay in control here. And a jackhammer right from the top of the rope as Breaker rolls right out right there. Sometimes Breaker might be a rookie here, but he moves on veteran instinct. And a spear! A spear right there from Breaker. Could this do it? 2. Oh, no! And LA Knight kicks out of that. And now what the hell? Oh my gosh! Look at Breaker. He just taking the punches right to the back of the head of LA Knight. And now what does he have in mind right now? Uh-oh. Oh, and he does it again with that standing hurricanrana. Breaker is the badass, and he does not play around. You gotta have all the stamina in the world to compete against this man in a shoulder tackle from the top of the rope. LA Knight looked like he can barely understand what's going on right now. And Breaker right now returns the favor with a kick right to the face of LA Knight right there. LA Knight rolls outside the ring trying to recover, but Breaker not letting him up that easy. And look at him right there. Breaker's got him up. Breaker, and a power bomb. A power bomb right there. And he's going for another one. And he does it. 2 power bombs on the outside of the ring, but it doesn't do anything on the outside. You got to get him back in. And he does just that, tossing him back inside. Breaker looked like he's done playing. He looked like he's done playing here. And he hits the spear. Damn it, this gotta be it. LA Knight looked like he is out of it. 2, 3, oh my God. Oh my gosh. LA Knight is still in, but Breaker is not letting up. He's not letting up in the double knees right there to LA Knight. And he hitting it one more time. He's holding it, and he getting one another spear. He takes him down. This is why I said he is one badass. 1, 2, 3. That is how you do it. Braun Breaker, he is the future of this business. He ate that match right there.
Is your winner and qualified for the Elimination Chamber, Braun Breaker!
Congratulations on the dog for winning the match here tonight. Thank you for joining us for Monday Night Raw. See y'all next time.